Hello, everybody. Oh, I love you. I love you. Excited. Yay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Trading with Ashley show. Now, you have seen me train my other daughters. I have 3 daughters and 1 son, and you've seen 2 of my other daughters being trained on stocks. Well, this is my eldest daughter. Her name is Haley.
Hi, everyone.
And we certainly didn't want her to feel left out, so we wanted to do a video. She actually offered to do a video for all of you, and it's something that she can learn. So there's something really special about Haley in my journey that she knows, and I wanted to share with all of you. And some of you may have watched some of my former videos where I talked about the turning point when I decided that I was going to just hang up my job in corporate America and spend more time with the people I love the most. And it was a catalyst of Haley having our first grandchild that really started that journey for me. And it was one particular moment, and she knows what it was. And you want to tell a little bit? I've told the story. You want to tell a real quick version of what happened?
Oh, yeah. I love this story. So I was super sick with my first pregnancy right at the beginning. And we had just moved into our new house. I was in my first trimester, super sick. And I had so many boxes I needed help unboxing. And mom was like, okay, I think I can come over. Like, I can take off work and come over, help you unbox. I can make you lunch. We can prepare dinner for when my husband comes home from work. Dinner would be made. And whenever she was there, we were just talking about how fun and how nice would it be for you to be able to do this every day. And yeah, I remember you saying that night that you were praying about it, and lo and behold, this was in your future. But yeah, that I remember that exact moment, that exact day, and how fun it was. And now we get those moments all the time.
I know, it's such a blessing, and life is just so funny the way it works out. I mean, we had that conversation. It was a pivotal moment in my life, and here we sit years later experiencing the life that we had always dreamed of. Because I worked throughout her childhood, and that it tore my heart out. If you heard the story of me talking about the sweet little girl with her hands on the glass door as I was driving away from work, begging me not to go, that was this baby. So, what is your perspective of our beautiful my beautiful grandchildren, your beautiful children, and the relationship we have for me being more present and available in your life?
It's so sweet to see the relationship that y'all have. And I think it's so strong because of all the free time you have on your hands, being able to spend it with her, helping me go pick her up from school,
Those moments.
being able to play with her and help me get her ready for bed sometimes. Like, you're not working late at an office, and so you can be with us, and we get to share those special moments together. That's everything.
It is everything, and it's just been one of my richest blessings in life to have this second shot at being more present in my family's life. So I just enjoy it so much. So thank you for helping me with my video, and you were the catalyst for me to do it.
I know, it's full circle.
Yeah. So all of you that love my training and my videos, you have her to thank.
Oh, no.
So I thought this would be really great because the other children that you have met, I have, like I said, been training them, and they have been around. But Haley, obviously, with 2 little ones, has been super busy, and she also runs her own business, which is kind of exciting. It's a, you want to tell them real quick?
Yeah, so I'm a makeup artist, and I've been doing this for about 8 years, roughly. And I'm a full-time makeup artist and full-time mom, so got a lot on my hands. And I am, pretty clueless when I've picked up on terms here and there, watching your videos, hearing you talk. Other than that, I really, it goes over my head, so I'm excited to just get some more insight on.
Okay. Well, one thing I noticed from just spending time with you, and when you actually, lived here before you got married and everything with your business, there was one particular company that you would constantly order things from, and they show up at our door daily. And I wanted to ask you what company that was. And
Are you talking about Sephora?
No.
Amazon?
Yes.
I was like, I order from a few different places every day. Okay, so yes, Amazon.
Amazon. Yeah. So Amazon's a huge company. Huge. Did you know that when they initially came on the scene, they were just selling books?
Really?
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Oh my gosh, it's grown into so much, like groceries and anything that you can think of that you need. Wow.
That's in fact, all of your Christmas presents come from Amazon.
Yeah, like everything in our house is from Amazon, home decor, groceries.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And what I was going to show you today was a couple of things, actually. So Amazon is a very popular stock, and it's got a bright future. Haley, Amazon is planning on using AI in different capacities to actually make everything that they do more efficient. And so there's, I think, a lot of growth potential on the horizon. They're already a very profitable company. But when you think about owning stocks, you think about a large company like that could help maybe grow your wealth, because these are stocks that if you wanted to get into, that you would more than likely want to pass on to your children one day.
Right.
If they continue to grow. So Amazon is one that we're going to take a look at. But there's some other great stocks on sale right now, too. So when you and I, this is great. When you watch makeup videos, what do you watch makeup videos on?
Oh, YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, it's what we're on now. Yes. So that's it. You watch your makeup videos on YouTube. So who owns YouTube? Did you not realize Google owns them?
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So Google owns YouTube.
Okay.
And so Google is a huge company, right?
Right.
And so it's on sale now too.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Man, we're hitting all of your stocks that you use for your business. I want to ask you about another one.
Okay.
That you're getting all the good ones. When you talk to your clients and do your advertising, what social media sites do you primarily use for that?
Say Instagram.
Instagram, and Instagram is owned by Facebook, bought Instagram. So that is a huge company. Facebook is.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Meta.
Okay.
Do you remember when we watched the story of Mark Zuckerberg in college?
Yes.
Yeah, and the whole, it was such a cool story. Well, when that stock, I remember watching that, and I remember when Meta came on the scene, the stock availability, and it was like $30. And you're going to doubt it. You see what it is to now. It just retreated, but it was over $700. Yes.
Holy cow.
And they have a lot of stuff that they're doing with AI. They are making huge investments in AI. And so when you think about your business and those three major stocks that are involved in your business, we are going to talk about investing in those particular stocks. Isn't that cool?
That'll be fascinating to see. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got Amazon, Google, and Meta, and they're all instrumental in your business. And really, audience, this is a great lesson for all of you. If there are businesses that you are consistently using on a regular basis, those are the businesses that you want to consider investing in, because obviously you like them. And if you're going to start your investing journey and you just don't know where to start, do a little exercise like that I just did with Haley, where you go through some of the more popular things you use, and then you want to check and see if it's a good time to start investing in that stock. So I've got a treat for Haley, because I think all of those stocks we just talked about might be a really good time to start getting into them. So we're going to go into the computer and take a look.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, Haley, so the first one we are going to look at is Amazon. Now, I know there's a lot of stuff on this screen, and I know that can be intimidating. Do you have any idea what you're looking at?
No. I'm so confused.
It's okay. I'm going to make sense of all.
There's so many numbers and colors and like stuff going across. Yeah.
I know. It's actually kind of pretty.
Yeah. Christmas color.
But when I evaluate a stock and I'm trying to decide if I don't have exposure to a stock and I'm like, do I want to buy it or not? I use technical analysis to determine if it's a good time to get in a stock. So ideally, I would want to buy a stock when it's low and enjoy seeing it continue to rise up versus buying it when it's high and then suffer through watching it come down. And so I look at technical analysis. Well, what I am looking at right here, you see this gray area right here? This is called a Bollinger Band, and it kind of acts like a rubber band. It stretches when a stock moves up and down, but basically what it's doing is it's telling you where more than likely the stock will then turn around and start heading the other direction. So this is the 3-month. I'm looking at 3 months worth of data in action. And where is this stock trading right now in that band?
At the bottom.
That is, it's at the bottom. So ideally, you'd want to get a stock right here, right? Because if it continues to go down a little, it may, but right now we're at the bottom of the band. So we're getting it at what's a fair price. I always talk about, is it a fair price to buy a stock at? If you look at this stock, the fact that it's at the bottom of the band, it seems to be a fair price. And so now would be a good time to start to establish your position. There's one more little clue on here that's pretty important that I want to show you. Do you see right down here this $32 dynamic right here? This is called an RSI. Do you know what that means?
No. RSI.
RSI. I'll take the guesswork out of it. It's a relative strength index. And it's kind of a fancy little, acronym, but what it means is how strong is the buying or selling pressure on a stock. And this will range anywhere from 1 all the way up to 100. And what I like to do is look at this because anytime it is close to 30, then we know that a stock is at a point that it is actually oversold. And there's a lot of algorithms that are automatic trading. And once this hits 30, a lot of them just start buying quality stocks like Amazon. And so if I can get a stock when it's close to 30, then I feel like I'm getting a really good deal. And so
Okay. So keep an eye on that number too whenever you
Right.
go in to buy.
That's right. If you're buying, and you can actually, set your indicators that will go off and alert you when a stock is close to 30 on its RSI, and that'll tell you to run to the computer and check it out.
That's so cool that it has features to alert you for that because, yeah, that makes it a lot easier.
It does. It's cool. And now, if this number is at 70 or higher, it's saying that a stock is really at a point where it's overbought at that point. And if it's overbought, algorithms a lot of the time will start selling it. So if you're doing swing trading where you're buying low and selling high, then you'd want to sell it when you see this number closer to 70.
What about when it's below 30? What is that?
That's a great question. So if it's below 30, and sometimes it will go below 30, if it's a quality company, then it's still a really good time to invest. Hopefully it doesn't stay below 30 very long if it's a quality company. Let me show you how you can tell if it's a quality company.
Oh, yeah.
This is cool. When you go to this analysis tab right here, this is showing you how much money, revenue that they're bringing in every quarter. And then this yellow little bar right here, it's showing you how much of the revenue they're keeping.
Oh, cool. That's fascinating.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
And what you want to see is you definitely want to see where this yellow is above this line. Now, there's some companies where the revenue's high and the yellow's way below, meaning they're losing money. And that's not a very healthy relationship.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if you see this continuing to grow, like the revenue's growing, that's good. And then you can see it's ever so slight, but you can see that what they're keeping is growing too. And that's a healthy relationship for a stock to continue to grow revenue and then to grow what they're keeping to the bottom line. So remember I mentioned the AI dynamic to you? That will more than likely help this yellow bar become much larger because they're going to be more efficient.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense.
We're kind of betting on the future of the company that these yellow bars start taking up more of the blue bar. Okay. And so this would be a really good time to start investing into Amazon based on everything I just showed you. Perfect. Now, you want to do a real quick analysis on Google and Meta to see how they compare to this?
Let's see.
Okay, Haley. Now, we just had that one lesson. That's all you've ever had.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to throw you to the wolves now. I'm going to tell you to take that knowledge I just gave you and let's evaluate this stock to see if Google is also at a good time to start buying it.
Okay, short answer, yes. Because I'm looking at the RSI, it's 30.
Very
So it's in the 30s. And then where it currently is at the bottom.
A bottom of what?
Of the Bollinger Band.
Look at you.
So it's a good time to invest and get.
My goodness. Haley, you were
I'm so proud of myself.
you were so confused a few minutes ago, like saying, "I
You
don't know what I'm
explained that so well. Yes, I get it.
And now you see that this is a good. Now, what's one more thing we want to check? I showed you how to check to see if a company is profitable. So we need to go.
Oh, to the analysis?
Yes, let's take a look at that.
And view the revenue versus the earnings.
And what are we seeing?
And both the yellow, wait, no.
You're doing good.
Yes, I was going to say both the blue and the yellow.
Yeah,
But mainly the yellow is what you want to look at to see it gradually increasing, because that means there's a healthy relationship within the business.
That's right. Oh, you're so smart. Yay, you picked it up so quick. And then just a few other things to just show you that are kind of cool. Every quarter they report their numbers, and this green means that they beat the estimate, okay? And so they've been having great earnings calls where they're beating the estimate every quarter. So that's kind of exciting. And then these are two other little things to just look at. These are analyst recommendations. They study these stocks regularly, and you see the vast majority of them are saying either buy it or they're saying strong buy. So they like it.
Yeah.
And then this is kind of cool too. This is your analyst price target. It's showing you where they anticipate within the next 12 months this might be. So if you could start to get this now, do you think that's a good deal?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yep. Okay, good. Well, we're going to put that one on our list too.
Okay.
All right. And we got one more to look at. What's the last one we need to look at?
Meta.
Meta. All right, let's go take a peek at Meta and see what's happening. Remember I told you that it started at $30 when I remember it. Isn't that crazy? Look at this. Oh my goodness. What do we see here, Haley?
Okay, so it's at 46, the RSI. So since it's not in the 30s, what is that? Is it like close enough to 30 where it's okay?
Okay, so that's a great question. And this is one that our traders face often, and they're trying to determine, is this the right time? And so the other setups, Amazon and Google, I would call those A setups. And the reason is because the RSI was low, showing that it was over sold, and then it was at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Well, here you have one dynamic, but you don't have the other. And so this one, if you want to start investing in it based on the future that I shared with you, it might be worth starting to invest in now, even though the RSI isn't showing that it's oversold. Because if it does pull down to that closer to 30, you can always buy more, but you can start to establish your position now. But there is one other piece of technical analysis I want to show you that might give you a little bit of clue as to where this might decide to turn around and go back up. Okay, so you see the band right here, right? You see this purple line right here? So this is an important indicator for a stock. This is the 50-day moving average. And basically, it's looking at price action over the last 50 days. A lot of times, a popular stock that's a good, healthy company, when it hits this, a lot of buyers step in because they feel like they're getting a good price, and it will bounce and head back up.
Okay.
So this tells me right here that there might be a little bit more room to the downside, but it's not guaranteed. We're still getting it at what's considered to be a fair price at this point.
Okay.
And so this is it. And so all three of these might be good to start your investment journey. And now the last thing I'm going to show you is how you can actually set up to start buying these on a regular basis based on what your budget is.
Okay.
You want to see that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see that. Okay, Haley, this is Robinhood, and you don't have Robinhood, but we can get you set up with one. And I like it mainly because of this one feature that I'm about to show you. So this is my account, and what I do when I'm wanting to, what I call dollar cost average into a stock, I do something called reoccurring investments. And here you can see my reoccurring investments that exist today. I'm buying Palantir, on a daily basis because that's one of my favorite stocks. And there's a few others that I have. But basically what you do if you are interested in doing this, you come down to the bottom and you do create reoccurring investment. And so right here, after you press create reoccurring investment, you go ahead and put in your symbols. So this is GOGL. And then right now it's showing me, how much, it's showing me Google, and it's saying that I can choose how often I do this. But you may not have a couple of $100 to do every week. But the beauty about this is you can just set the amount that you're comfortable with, and it will buy fractions of shares every single day, week, or month, however you set it up. And it just, ideally, you put the amount in here that you wouldn't notice out of your account, and then it will just regularly buy it for you. And then before you know it, you'll end up having several shares of this because it does it on a regular basis.
That's so nice and convenient. Definitely what I need, being the busy mom and makeup artist that I am. That's perfect.
I've got one more thing to show you to make, because I know you're busy, and so this is going to make your life a little bit easier. There is an ETF, which is an exchange traded fund. And what it does is it has all of the most popular stocks in the S&P 500. We call it the Mag 7, the Magnificent 7. And those 3 stocks that we went over are part of it. You can actually just buy this if you want exposure to all of those stocks. Let me show you all the different stocks that it has in it so that you can get a better sense for it.
See Amazon on there?
Yep. Meta, Amazon, Nvidia. You've got Tesla and Alphabet, which is the Google one. And then you have Microsoft.
Oh, wow.
And so if you want, you can start doing a reoccurring buy on these. And that way you can have exposure to all of them at one time. And then that might be helpful, especially if you're going to be trading these versus just saving them and building a portfolio to pass on to your children.
Gotcha. So would this be the way to go instead of doing all of them separately? I can just...
Well, because all of them are at a point, most of them are at a point where they look like their own cell, this would be something really good to do if you're wanting to create extra money where you actually cash this in when it's higher, and then you use that money to go and actually buy your favorite stocks. So you could do that. This is really good for what I call swing trading, buying low and selling high.
Oh, I do hear you use that term a lot. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So you could do this. Okay, Haley, does that demystify investing and trading a little bit more now that you kind of have heads or tails of what to do?
I am really impressed with myself that I was able to get it so quick. Like, you explained it and pointed things out so well and so easily for me to follow along with. So yeah.
Awesome.
I'm really impressed with myself.
You should be. You're smart. You're one smart cookie. And it's fun. I like to teach this. And if I can teach it to my children, I feel like I can teach it to you as well. And the whole reason I'm doing this is I want you all to realize that you can learn this. So many of us have been kept out of the stock market for so many years thinking that it's just way beyond our ability to comprehend. But as you can see, it's really not. You need the right teacher, and it needs to be taught to you in a way that you can understand it. And yes, you can learn it too, little one.
No, I really like your way of teaching because you simplify it. I hate to say dumb it down, but that's what I need is I need you to break it down just as you do so that it's easy to follow along with. And you made that really easy.
Good. That's what I'm here to do. And I'm glad that it's helping you learn. And I love you so much.
I love you. Thank you so much for teaching me this. I know it's it was just a little bit to get started, but it makes me fascinated in that world and to dive deeper into different companies. That's really cool.
Awesome. Well, it is just kind of pricking your interest and getting you interested in it. This is the way to grow wealth. It really is. As you've seen, I say.
Right.
Yes, and this is the way to grow wealth, little one. Now remember, if you're with me, Trading with Ashley, whether you are a baby or a new mama, there is
no trader left behind.
That's right. And if you want to watch other videos of me teaching my children how to trade, you can watch one of those right here.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you.
This was fun.